Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Mundu wa Nyumba.
Yes.
The man, the legend, the
myth.
following. I'm almost calling it an occult following because man, anyway, you tell the story. Discover Afro-pop, Afro-House, what's it called exactly?
It's called Afro-House.
Afro-House.
Yes, so we have kuna Afro-House, kuna Afro-tech, so that's like African techno. Then kuna Afro-deep, that's a deep African house.
Deep,
yes. So the difference is, I disaggregate between Afro-House and conventional house and EDM. And pia niambia about Amapiano kiasi. Niambia wase which of these sounds is.
And which one exactly that you do as a DJ.
Yes, exactly. So, hiyo tumesema a while back
EDM, techno music.
Yes, that's mostly EDM and techno from the West.
From the West, exactly.
So what happened is we had a number of African producers and DJs who felt like in order to introduce an African aspect to this house music thing. Yeah, because though this is very controversial, but inasemekananga house is originally African. It was African, then it was exported, then brought back.
Okay.
Yes, so these Africans thought that we kuwa na house, yes, ni house ndio lakini iko na some African touch to it. For example,
let me interrupt you. When you say African producers, unaongea kuhusu all of Africa, because me ukiniambia kuhusu Afro, mimi nafikiria South Africa, nafikiria Kwaito. Is it outside South Africa or is it just a South Africa thing?
It's majorly South African, that's a fact.
Yeah.
So ukiangalia house map ya Africa, we have most of it in South Southern Africa, because kina Zimbabwe, kina nani keba wana produce all kuja hadi Congo, kina Tresa ni wa Congo, and one of the biggest singers for Afro-House na Amapiano. So then we have in the east, Kenya is a heavyweight. Ethiopia pia wana make a lot of
Kenya tuko na tunajua ni Mundu wa Nyumba.
Kenya, so we have the southern part of Africa, we have the eastern part of Africa, kuna a lot of house, then pia kuna northern part of Africa. Kina Tunisia, kina Egypt, kina nani, kuna kama Tunisia, they have very big house shows. So those three regions are the ones making most of the house. Those are kuna crossover to West Africa, to collabos na South Africa, but majorly the three main regions that produce.
The sound is mainly those three.
So the difference between ukisikia African sound, African house number one iko na African sounds. The drum is African. You can tell the difference between ile drum ya Africa ya ngozi na ile drum electronic ya EDM. So then we have shakers. Like if you listen to Amapiano and you see the sounds African kama isikuti, you're going to notice the shaker is
it's that.
So that's an African sound, because actually if you go to produce Amapiano, software mingi za kutoka majuu hazina sounds za Amapiano natively. You have to install the packs by yourself. So these producers wakaanza ku make house yenye iko na hiyo that African
in a relate to
yes.
African.
So apart from the sounds themselves, kuwa na shakers, kuwa na cowbell, so cowbell. Cowbell hizo African jazz wasikia. So when you now you hear a Masai chanting in the song. So the sounds may change. So then number two, the messages behind the song. Afro-House has this pro-African vibe to it. Ukisikiza ngoma mingi zenye ziko vocal, ngoja most of the house si vocal, ni instrumental tu.
Kama EDM.
Ngoma zenye ziko vocal utapata this message ni about liberation, about freedom, independence, about economic empowerment, about freedom, about black power, exactly. So ikafika point yenye the world wants the DJs and the producers who are playing and making this kind of music, but they don't want them to come and play that kind of music.
They don't pass that message
on the world stage. So now these DJs, instead of conforming wakasema let's do this thing a bit longer, they might accept that it is what we are about. So wakaifanya for a while, but after a while now African house started going global. So from South Africa ikafika countries like Kenya, ikafika countries like ikaenda all the way back to Tomorrowland. So if you have African house playing at Tomorrowland on a regular, that's a major platform. Really? So hiyo ndio difference ya Afro House na EDM na conventional house. Then now Amapiano means of piano. I think it's a Zulu word. It's a South African language of piano. So inamaanisha ni kama kusema kitu ya piano. So that means for Amapiano, the lifeline of the song is mostly the instrumentation, the piano. So it's a fusion of African house, utasikia masheka, macowbell, mabongo, then a bit of jazz. Utasikia most of them have saxophones and whatnot, and a bit of some of them have some techno vibe. They are very upbeat. Kuna zile pia zinakupeleka hivyo, but most of the Amapiano and house is chill vibe, is toned down music. So mimi mwenyewe I play specifically African house, inaweza kuwa ni Afrotech, Afro deep, Afro tribal na Amapiano.
Na hiyo story nataka utuambie your transition from a typical Afro house fan to now knowing that you can be. Is it a dude? Mnaitwa DJs pia ama mnaitangwa nini?
Si ni ma DJ bado.
So now Mundu Nyumba is a DJ. Is a DJ and producer.
And producer.
DJ only.
Yes.
Tell us your transition kuliendaje? How did you even come about?
Yeah, so after nimejua the name of the sound is Afro House, I went the thing about is always if you want to be good at something, amass as much knowledge as you can about.
Exactly.
Kitu yenye unafanya unaweza funza. That's why I teach photography, because I do photography. But I've dug deep into the creation of photography to the point where you can call me from the point on my phone niambie I'm stuck in Photoshop from this menu, nenda jana nikwambie. So I love being, I call it being intimate with my art. I love being intimate with my art. Yes, I make love with my art.
Okay.
So I went to YouTube and I discovered channels. So nilianza na mix of course, because after ukiingia Afro House utapata most of them ni mix. So nikaanza kusikia, so naingia channel ya mse is Showtime na sikiza mix zake zote. If he has 50 sets, 60, I listen to all of them. I go to the other DJ, I listen, so after hapo nikaanza kunotice kuna utasikia ngoma kwa hii DJ, then a few mixes usikia ngoma fulani tena imeanza kukuwa familiar, and maybe you can get the name of the song using Shazam. So nikaanza kushazam ngoma, nikaanza kujua the names of the artists and the names of the songs. So kutoka hapo, so nikaanza kugather collection. I get songs from a particular artist, songs from a particular label. So then that is between 2017, 2018, 19. 2020 Corona ndio hiyo.
Corona ika-happen. Watu wakaambiwa kaa kwa nyumba.
So what happened is kwa industry yetu tulikuwa very hardly hit by Corona kwa photography.
Music industry
the photography industry. So photography to happen, there has to be interaction. I have to come where you are. You have to come where I am. We have to talk.
Kila mtu anaogopa.
Makeup artist lazima akukaribie. Lazima tukaribiane. So so business sort of went down. So when the business went down, I had a lot of free time. So then to make use of the free time, I thought to myself, since I love this music and I know these songs, mimi tamani kusikia maybe ngoma za Black Coffee peke yake. Mimi tamani kusikia maybe ngoma za Enonafa peke yake. So why don't I make a few mixes for myself just to hear a particular set of songs that I love together just for me.
Ukaanza kusikia ama DJ wani satisfy. I can do it myself.
Hata si hivyo nikasema I would love to listen to maybe to make a playlist yenye hakuna DJ amefikiria hivyo. Because in my channel I'm going to talk about it later. Mimi fanya tunaitwa maybe 1 hour off. So I do 1 hour of a particular artist ngoma zake peke yake. So napata unamintroduce kama fans wanamjua deeply because you're going to listen to maybe Idaziz for the next 1 hour. You get his songs. So nikasema let me try and mix something for myself ndio ni satisfy hii haja yangu ya kusikiza maybe ngoma za mse fulani, ngoma za studio fulani ama ngoma za message fulani, maybe just political house or Afro House love songs kwa mix fulani. So nikadownload virtual DJ, nikaanza kumix, nilikuwa natumia comp. So nikamix kiasi that is mid around July 2020. So come August nikasema why don't I share this with the world, and I put my first mix on YouTube. Yes, I think it on the 7th of August.
Audio mix or now ushaanza kufanya
I was doing visual, but now since I don't have a controller, the video was just me on my desktop. Na mouse na keyboard. Yes. So nilianza visual from the word go, because I know there's something about visual. Kuna msee maybe atasikia sana lakini anataka kuona. So from August 2020 nikapiga sales, naeka YouTube, naeka Facebook, matrailer. Around December, there's something about sharing your art.
Wait, your channel is Modo Anyoba?
Yes, Modo Anyoba.
Make sure you go subscribe.
Yes, I'm going to talk about the name in a bit. So let me just finish up to the point ilianza. So in December, I always share my art. If you follow me on Facebook, utaona picha asubuhi niongea vibaya saa 4 alafu ni post.
Nimesikia by your Facebook is quite controversial.
My Facebook
some may call you misogynistic.
Lazima tuambie nukeli. We are going to get there. So I used to share my mixes and my links on YouTube. Turns out one of my Facebook friends who is a photographer also, and he took note of what I was doing and how I was doing it, and he told me what you're doing very nice work mixing that on virtual DJ using a computer. I have this controller that I used to use kitambo that I don't use anymore, and I can sell it to you at a good price. Yeah, so the controller was telling me but as the price alinipatia alinuzia bei fiti sana, so I told him don't sell it, give me a few weeks, let me get my chums together. I'm going to take it. So I took the deal, nikaenda controller kulendia na Eriko na Eriko. Tukaenda controller, and now from December last year tukaanza kutumia controller. So
you
then
officially became now a DJ.
Yes, because at least hujaweza sema wewe DJ uko na laptop pekee yake. Everyone is using virtual DJ na laptop. So I just from there it was just practicing. I used to mix like technically every day. As long as niko na time naingia pale najifunza kubeat match, najifunza kuangalia ngoma na soma sound hivi, najua hii ni kick.
All this while still doing photography.
Yes, all this while still photography, while still hustling.
So ni sacrifice. Ni sacrifice tu hivi ukakuwa a brand.
Ni sacrifice tu. Yeah, so after a while nikaanza kupata shows. The first show nilipata ilikuwa ni Sunday Hangout. They told me our people want a bit of house, and can you come play for us? So nikaenda nikacheza house, but at that point I was not still playing Amapiano, I was just playing purely African house. So after a while nika notice, and from feedback also, most consumers of African house love Amapiano. And most people who use Amapiano as a gateway end up coming to African house. So I thought, why if instead of just me doing one, why don't I do both? So I started from the days I thought to myself, let me mix Amapiano, to the day that I put my first Amapiano mix out was 4 months apart. Because sikuambia ati tucheze Amapiano nikacheza kesho asubuhi. I took my time to understand the sound, discover the artist, gather a collection, nikajua mpaka the basics of the song. So then I started mixing Amapiano, I think around March this year. So the brand has been growing. Been selling merchandise, niko na matisho kama hizi rangika zote, niko na mags, niko na water bottles.
Hizi wanazipata kwa kuna Modo Anyoba Instagram socials. I mean,
yes. Ukienda Instagram Modo Anyoba 9 because 9 is my favorite number.
Modo Anyoba 9.
Modo Anyoba 9. So ukienda YouTube Modo Anyoba pia. So about the name Modo Anyoba,
that's exactly what I want to hear sasa kwanza.
About the name Modo Anyoba, that technically means person of house in Kikuyu. So yes, in my context, simaanishi ati Modo Anyoba to mean my tribesman, I'm a person from my community. I use Modo Anyoba to mean person of house. I'm a person of house music. So hapo ndio Modo Anyoba imetoka. And now when I got the name, actually I always get this feedback that jina yako ni ngumu sana bana, wazungu watakuwa na pronounce aje, si ubadilishe. And I always tell them it's not upon me to make my name simpler. It's upon me to work hard to the point that it is worth for you to struggle to pronounce my name because I'm dope.
I get you.
Yes.
That's very heavy. That's very nice.
Yeah, so you can always stick with your thing as long as it makes sense to you, and one day it will make sense to other people. Don't change for the world.
That's a very nice point to bring in my next question. Modo Anyoba is now like almost a year old from what umesema and all that.
Yes.
Where do you want to take this? What's your plan with Modo Anyoba going forward? Basically.
I jokingly say, mwambia Eriko, so you know Eriko my housemate.
Shout out to Eriko.
Mwambia hii muziki itanipandisha ndege before photography inipandisha ndege. When I was a photographer, I always tell myself one day nitapanda ndege kwenda kushoot mahali. But now when I got into the music scene, I'm going to get on the music playing first before
that's a very nice point.
Yes.
And nimekuwa I think we even discussing this before we got in front of the camera. Kuna hii culture ya you have to have one occupation. Do you think it's about time we break that nini?
Yeah, yes, we should.
Like you can be a photographer and nini at the same time. You don't have to choose one box.
I've been a victim of that because before kama wakati, you notice when I started photography, I put aside rap
music.
So that means if I was to go back to rap as I'm started today, I will be dusting an old brand and lose me. But if I had kept alive, if I was still be a rapper today, I would have done both. So sai nasemanga, if tomorrow I wake up in the morning and I feel like being a makeup artist, mimi naweza mabrush baya sana. And I'm going to do as many things because life is short, man. Unasema utakuwa DJ nikikuwa 40, maybe you never know. So what you can do now, anza alafu grow.
It's never too late to start.
Yes.
No, actually, it's always
a good time to start.
Now it's always a good time to start.
It's always a good time to start. Yes. Yeah. So people, the human mind can do so many things. The human mind can do so many things. So any skill yenye uko nayo jifunze and make it happen.
Kwa hiyo story yote umetaja nimesikia tu nikafanya. There's no is Nyumba a family man? Hakuna bibi watoto ama bibi kadhaa mtoto mmoja? Tell us now the behind the scenes of
for zile industry miko. Zile industry niko. Mimi ni saint.
Wewe ni saint.
Sina familia, sina baby mama, sina mbegu nje, sijapanda mbegu. Sina makalande.
Hauna mtu yuko nje ama hudhani uko?
Niko sure buda. Niko sure. 100%. Yes, I track my matches kama EPL.
If you have nini Edgar Barry, follow you mtu tuambie.
Kama kuna baadhi and surprise.
What will hide my identity? Anajiita saint. We want to hear.
Yeah, so as Mr. Manga, sai niko single. And for me, I'm single for the last I last dated in 2014.
Is it because
for me single for most people what think of single as a stage of need of searching. For me single is a state of niko content, niko sawa. I'm building my empire, I'm running my ish, I'm doing 1 2 3 for myself. So hizo
utaki mtu akuje mjenge pamoja, utaka mtu akuje apate ushajenga.
Musa kama atakam tujenga ni sawa, but I don't look Musa atapata mimi nataka maybe nitapata kama nimeenda show yese mbona mnanikimbiza ama Ibiza ama Tomorrowland. But what I see for Mundu Nyumba in the future, number one, sasa nimeingia production and actually have kuna nimekezea ngoma huko juu.
Ukaambia mafanzi
ukaniuliza kama ni ya Kenya kwa sababu dem na huku
kweli. I was very surprised by that
because I want to do Amapiano like Amapiano is supposed to be done. I don't want to just jump on the wave like
you want to become an executive, umeita executive producer.
So what I do
DJ
is
Khaled, basically.
Yes. What I do is I know how Amapiano is made and how Amapiano is consumed. So najua venye DJ ataicheza because most house and Amapiano is produced by DJs. So they produce music to go and play. So when I go to the studio as an executive producer, I'm looking at the song as a DJ number one because the essence of making the song is to go and play it for the masses. So naambia producer venye atayapanga hizo beats, atatumia sounds gani. Then when it comes to writing the lyrics, some Zulu online, so that I can
Zulu,
the language. So that I can get to know and understand Amapiano and house better. So pia nasaidia kwa because some of our songs have Zulu words, nasaidia kwa writing of the lyrics.
Umetaja sana nimesomea hii but since utoke KU sijasikia umetaja any school. Everything you've taught yourself online.
Yes.
That's very nice. That's amazing.
It is the era of the internet.
It's the era of the internet.
Something yenye ungeenda shule ulipia 1,100 is just a Google question
just
away.
Just a few clicks away.
Yeah.
Kweli.
Yes. So I think what I've not mentioned is what I plan for Mundu Nyumba. So first and foremost nimesema sort of the production. So kuna ngoma inakaa baada tujaipea ngoma
like. Where do they find it? The same channel Mundu Nyumba.
Same channel is going to be on my channel. Actually we are making an house and Amapiano EP with super producer from 254 CMG.
Shout out to
so then still with another team that I'm put together, I'm going to be having my own event soon. And the first emission is opening in October. So the next time
October this year.
Yeah, this year. So the next time mna put video out naambia date nyamwambia wase. But kuna show ina come ya Mundu Nyumba, you can just come and experiment house and Amapiano. I'm not going to play the hits, I'm going to play you this music deeply because I know it deeply. So from there, we're going to grow into a big festival and of course export the brand to ende mashow maju.
Bro, and I wish you all the best.
Thanks, man.
ukianza as soon as your album drops man, hapa ndio nyumbani mazee, hapa ndio tunaongelea.
Actually hiyo siku nitakuja hapa mkiongea hata mimi niseme wewe mnunue mixtape ndio hii.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming.
Nashukuru mazee.
Mazee tumeongea sana, sijui tutaifanya 3-part series ama nini. But anyway, make sure you follow his page, make sure you subscribe, make sure umeweka notification on as soon as projects ina drop. Bro, unafanya kazi mzuri sana.
Nashukuru manze.
Unajua mimi ni number 1 fan.
Yeah, nashukuru manze. Na kuona pala YouTube.
Unajua kuna madem wengi huko nje wanakudanganya. Oh my god, I'm your number 1 fan. Unajua mimi nilianza na wewe kutoka.
Nikiangalia TV naona 98% of my viewership is male. So wao nidanganya. Najua 2% najua ni akina nani.
Ukianza kwenda Tomorrowland na SA man, tiko zikambana.
Lazima zikam.
Shout out sana. Thank you so much for gracing us with your time. Kujua Zero Chills ni nyumbani, you always welcome.
Yeah, thank you for hosting me manze. I think this is the best interview because hapa tumebonga
sana bila pressure man.
Bila pressure manze.
Time was on our side. Tungefanya hata 1 hour interview, 2 hour interview. Pay my fans final zinatangaje.
Yeah, so from Simon Chege from Mundu, but then the mention mimi ni biker.
Nimekumbuka sahi, wewe ni rider manze.
Yeah, so wasa wakiingia pale kwa YouTube yangu watapata kama mix yenye na post siku hii video inaenda on, kutakuwa mtaniambia ni post mix. Hiyo siku after amochi video waende pale mnajua kutakuwa na mix mpya, itakuwa na video ya Nduthi
gang.
Amapiano tukiride vibaya sana na wapeleka Samba, so mchukua kamera na mix inaanzia Nairobi na malizia Nyahururu. So unasikiza Amapiano ama house ni kimix. Alafu unapeleka safari na hujaenda. So
creativity and you're very intimate.
We make love.
Shukran sana mazee kwa interview. I really appreciate this.
Cheers man.
Ukumbuke project ikitokea hapa ndio nyumbani, si ndio?
Lazima man.
Mazee, it's been the Zero Chills podcast without maji ya vyombo. Nimeishikilia mimi mwenyewe.
Ya vyombo ni chafu, hakuna maji.
Anataka abembeleze hapa. Kwende huko. Nini? Anyway, thank you so much for watching mazee. They call me Vitu the BBC. Make sure you follow pale Facebook, Instagram, Twitter na tujenge brand pamoja. Si ndio? Remember it's the Zero Chills podcast. Each and every Saturday, 8 a.m. in the morning. Chapa your subscription, chapa your notification bell, do you never miss an episode. And of course, kama kuna kitu ya kusema pale kwenye comments, ndio?
8 a.m. in the morning Saturday ya kutoa lock na Zero Chills.
Toa lock na sisi.
Toa lock.
Where we have fucked up conversation.